Let's escape the gray and let the colors rain. Turn the shit we do and our words into pure reality. 'Cause you and me are meant to be what they don't see. Never feeling wrong 'cause we don't belong. And getting high enough, we're invincible. Trust in me, we're invincible. Don't you see, we're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible.
Weethan shoves that right over to the Lions half. Looks like this one's going in. Oh, are you kidding me? Donut over behind. We're going to see the barrage. The barrage.
Oh my gosh, Nico is just dominating right now.
What a play.
That's disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
That was disgusting.
Welcome back, Firebirds. Here we are from match number 2 of the night for NECC activation. We have the Firebirds red team going up against the Mount Vernon Nazarene Cougars. So for the teams, we've got Hoaxed, Dotson, and the new freshman Vale. So we'll see if the Firebirds can take this one down. This is now our top team. So it will be another best of 5. We start here on DFH. For the Nazarene Cougars, we've got Chief. It looks like we've got AP1105.
Neighbor.
Oh yeah.
Great names, great names.
Great names all around, pretty easy to pronounce. I'm not gonna have a problem. Like Firebirds on a bit of an offensive push there. Hoax will have to take to his back corner. I like the G2 car design there on Neighbor there. Chief trying to keep the ball in play onto the blue. Dotson taking his time, gets a flick over one. Hoaxed is up, gonna try and get the touch off the corner. Gets a nice touch toward middle, but AP is there. Vale will follow. Interesting thing about Vale, he is a Dominus player. You know, don't usually see the Dominus too often. Back passes to Hoax, but accidentally bumps him along the way. Vale, the freshman, you may recognize him from when Carthage did a well, forget that. Hoax just scored the first goal of the series. Firebirds are up 1-0. But you may recognize Vale when the Carthage College hosted the Wisconsin Esports High School quarterfinals for Rocket League. That is where we first got wind of him, got to see him play. He visited here, and we got him to commit. So here he is. On the red team is has a great angle there against the Cougars.
I'm already excited to watch these three play. Vale being already such a dominant player, not necessarily getting the goals, but being able to set up that team is exactly what we want.
Absolutely. Firebirds up 2-0. Hoax will take that kickoff as it's a great kickoff there by Vale. Tries to go for the reset, not quite able to get it. Dotson will be there for the 50. It goes to the corner. Vale will pop it high and follow. Chief goes low. Luckily, Dotson is there. There's a shot, and it's off the crossbar. Will Hoax be able to recover? Not quite. As AP1105 is able to capitalize.
I'm liking this. I mean, this is definitely the high-ranking Rocket League play, the high-ranking Rocket League that we know and love, and it's really showing. Very intense. All these frame-perfect jumps and stuff. It's intense.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see the difference in play style, even just between Carthage White and Carthage Red right here. As Carthage Red definitely tries to follow those more mechanical plays. You will see them pass quite often, but oh no, that's just a missed touch off the corner. No Firebird able to get there, as the game is now tied 2-2. Chief with a nice little touch off the corner and no Firebird able to recover in time. Just kind of a miscommunication thing, mistouch, as we head into kickoff number 5. But as I was saying about the interesting play styles, is the Firebirds red team definitely goes for a little bit more mechanical shots. You'll see them go for a little more flip resets, a little more double touches and air dribbles. Their passes infield will be a little more consistent, so it'll be very interesting to see how the Cougars can respond to that. Dotson gonna pass off the corner. Met by AP though. Vale will take it. Up the wall. 50 by Chief. Put to the other corner. Corner's the safest spot to have the ball in Rocket League. But that's put mid for Chief to take as it goes toward the midfield. Hopes to pop it, just trying to get some pressure off so that the Firebirds can get some boost to work with. That goes off the ceiling. Neighbor follows it and dunks Dotson. Shot just wide as AP takes it to the wall. A little bit of boost to work with. Passes toward mid. Nice 50 there by Neighbor, but Dotson will be the first to react instead of Chief. Chief gets boost and will take it up the wall. Pokes meeting it, taps it down for someone. Can't quite get anyone. As this pressure is now unrelenting toward the Firebirds half. A little mistouch there by Chief. This is going to give Hoax some room. Just going to have to air dribble it. Not really a great touch to go for anything else. That's a pass toward midfield, but Vale's rotating back for boost. Chief will pop it over Vale. Tries to stay with it. Does not get the 50 with Hoax. AP will put it back in the corner. Hoax will get the demo on AP though, which should relieve some pressure. As Dotson will follow this downfield, hoping to go for a dunk, but with very little boost. Not quite able to do so, but that's a...
Oh my gosh. Vale, wow. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Seeing that window to take it, hitting it just perfectly that it goes right into the goal.
That really was impressive by Vale. You know, that was a tough angle, but to also catch the defense sleeping there, putting it right behind the guy in net who wasn't quite at the back post. And the Firebirds might be able to capitalize again, but AP will get there on the goal line. Host going off the ceiling, can't quite get a 50 there. He'll follow down. Now Vale goes for the touch. He's gonna have a double tap opportunity unless AP can cut it off, which he does. Dotson now going for the 50. Chief gets it around him. Post already up, and the Firebirds are starting to generate some real good offensive pressure here. That's a touch toward the corner where no one is, but Chief will be able to pass it toward mid. Dotson reads it well, puts it toward the back wall, can't quite get the bump. Vale will pop it high. Pokes goes off the corner, passes it to Vale, who's going to call his own number. 50 it back outside. Dotson will get another 50. Vale's going to try and cut that, gets a great 50 to the corner, especially with that angle. Dotson goes around, Pokes not quite able to get there, and Vale was demoed by AP. Great play by the Cougars to kind of generate that little miscommunication and just mispositioning. Demos, they're really deadly, especially as players get faster and faster, because you know, it means you have more trust in your teammates to be where they should be. So therefore, it's harder to recover off of demo plays like that. Vale will go for the double tap. Neighbor does a great read though and puts it to the corner. Hoax now putting it top left, not quite. Just shy of the goal. Vale will get it around. Dotson will turn. Not quite able to generate enough speed. And Hoax flings right by, and now we got an accidental teammate bump. This will be a great chance for the Cougars. We try to put it just right on net, and Dotson will be there.
I like how graceful they are in the sky, you know?
Absolutely. The one thing I do have to say about this team is they have great aerial control. That's going to be a shot toward net, a miss there. We're final 10 seconds. Firebirds trying to make sure that they don't get scored on beforehand. Vale will be there. Puts it over to the side, and we should be seeing overtime here in game number 1, 3-3.
I'm a big fan of, you know, the wheels taking them places. I think that is such an important part of these cars, getting them from one place to the other successfully. I think that's such an underrated mechanic of this game.
Oh, bearded man, you are wise, wise beyond your years, understanding the fundamentals of car soccer.
Nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about how the cars go vroom, you know?
Host goes for the fake air dribble, gets around one. Now it's going toward the blue corner. Vale with a great touch, might get a demo as well. Gets it off the corner. It's going toward mid. Vale steals the boost as Dotson will be there. Now Hoax taps it for Vale, who will put it to the backboard. Missed touch, and Vale will be there to score. Firebirds win game 1, 4-3.
That was beautiful to watch. Vale definitely having those two key shots, seeing that opening and taking them, able to score some beautiful goals. And earlier today, though, their very first game of the night, because this is game number 2 for them, so they are all warmed up, they are ready. Game 1, going 3-1 in the series, Firebirds destroying the University of Louisville Cardinals. However, round 1 of that series, 8-1. I believe it was 8-1. The Firebirds, demolishing them.
They came out strong.
Yeah, they did lose map 3 in that fight, but 3-1 is such an, or 8-1 is such a beautiful like opening round. You know?
Absolutely. And you know, the Firebirds are heading into game number 2 here, trying to make that same magic happen. Vale will get a kickoff there. They might have been faking it there, but AP will get a free save as Dotson will meet him at the midfield line. Follows it, tries to get another 50, gets a demo instead. This leaves Hoax up in the air. On the shot, Dotson can't quite get the bump there as the Firebirds are now rushing back to their own net. They get by 1, they get by 2, 1 to beat. Nice little fake challenge, but a great wave dash into a pop. This should be a shot. Vale can't quite get there. Overall, great ball control by the Firebirds, especially Hoax there in that play, as Hoax will now pop it high for Dotson. The shot will go toward the Firebird net. Vale will put it in the corner. Now it's going back toward mid. Hoax will be there. Neighbor meeting it in the corner. We got 50 after 50 in the corner. Almost at 500. Vale will pop it up for Hoax, but can't quite get there. Instead, it'll be AP and a great little cherry-pick shot into the top right by Chief.
I think it was another case of just you saw the opportunity and you took it. Had it been like had the Firebirds been like a fraction of a second faster, they may have been able to block that, but it wasn't enough.
It was. We gotta commend the heads-up play made there by Chief to put that shot not only just in the net, but on such good placement. But this could be an opportunity for Dotson. He will put it high though. Tries to get the 50, and it'll be heading back downfield for Vale on his back foot. Dotson in net. Pass down mid. Dotson and Hoax double commit on that. Now there's another shot. Vale will be there. Save after save on the goal line. Now it's Hoax's turn. He'll pass it downfield and get the clear. Gets a 50 in midair. Now Hoax has the shot. Just off.
Neighbor was in position for that. That was a beautiful, beautiful block.
Absolutely. Vale will put that high around 1. Not quite able to get it mid. Dotson pops it over for Hoax, who can't quite put it in. Now we're waiting on Dotson to go off the wall. Neighbor will put it back downfield though. Lots of pressure being applied by the Firebirds, and then the transition we're seeing by, that's a great pass. Chief trying to go for it, can't quite capitalize, but the transition offense we're seeing from the Cougars, definitely the highlight of them so far. Dotson can't quite get there as AP puts it into the corner. Vale will go for a 50, not able to do so. Hoax just barely getting there in time. Neighbor accidentally 50ing Chief as Hoax will pop this to himself. Goes off the wall. Can't quite get the 15 corner, but Vale is right there. That'll fall right in front of net, but Hoax couldn't quite get the bump, so Dotson could score. That'll be passed toward mid and a great infield pass met by Vale. Hoax will call his own number there in the air. Meets Namor, gets the 50. No one there on the Firebirds following up though. Little touch for Vale to maybe get a shot. Hoax will try to put it back mid. And overall, Firebirds will have to call off on the complete aggression there for a second to get some boost.
2 minutes 15 left on the clock. I hope the Firebirds are able to come back after this. You know, I think it might hurt them a little bit morally, not morally, but like might hurt a little bit if they lose this map. They're playing so well.
Absolutely. So we see the Firebirds there getting a nice 50, and Dotson can't quite put it in, but Vale's there to finish it. Just as we say it, we write it into existence. We hope the Firebirds will come back, and they do. 1-1, 2 minutes left on the clock.
See, I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Sometimes.
Once again, he's doing a great job of just being able to put it right behind the defender, putting it in the most awkward spot for them to save. Great placement by him. Vale will get a nice touch. Dotson will follow. Gets a shot toward net. Chief will be there, though. Vale off the ceiling, puts it mid for Hoax, who has to wait because it's just not a great opportunity with AP right there on the ball. Hoax gets a nice touch to Vale. Vale shoots it downfield. It might be just wide. Dotson right there for the shot and just off. Vale now trying to put it low. Dotson fakes it, but Vale will get the goal. The freshman coming up big. 2-0 for the Firebirds.
I think my favorite part of these matches is when the ball goes into the goal. I think that is such an important key
You are
moment.
nothing but wisdom. We're heading to goal number 4, kickoff number 4. Minute 30 left on the clock. Plenty of time for the Cougars to go. The Firebirds go for the fake kickoff. Don't quite work out in their favor as it's going toward their net off the backboard. Dotson will be there just off the post. Hoax jumped, but he'll be able to recover. This is a great chance for Dotson if he can get there. AP's there as well, off the crossbar again. We're seeing Dotson just not quite shooting on Cage. That's a great touch by Vale. Hoax fakes it and gets AP jumping. They've got the Cougars on skates a little bit in net. 50s at the midfield, Cheap taking it slow. Another 50. Clear over to Neighbor. Neighbor gets dusted there by a Firebird. Chief will put it high. Vale touching it to the corner, the safest spot where we can say, we should be good unless there's an infield pass. But that infield pass gets cut off by Hoax. Hoax then puts it up, goes for the fake, gets to the ground, gets a touch off the corner, fakes the double touch, and Dotson, not missing 3 times, puts it in there. Near post. 3-1 Firebirds.
You know, I think the way that they're flying in the air really puts a name to the Firebirds. You know, they're scoring goals one after another. They're on fire, and they're flying in the air like birds. Honestly, I think Firebirds were just made for this game.
Absolutely they are. And here we see another one take to the sky as he beats AP. Dotson now up. Pre-jumping Hoax's touch. Not quite able to capitalize. Vale will be there now for the next touch. Gets around one and gets the boost to spawn on him. He's got his own little air dribble now. He'll flip over one, gets it mid. Hoax shoots and scores. Firebirds up 4-1.
You know, I'm beginning to think the rockets on those cars is the reason why they call it Rocket League. I think that without that, that'd just be it'd be like Car League, and I think it's kind of boring.
Couldn't agree with you more, man. As we head into kickoff number 6. 4-1 Firebirds. They're looking to go up 2-0 in the series. That's a nice 50 there off the kickoff. The passing play starts and is cut off where it stands as Vale will get another 50. They may get a different score change, but the result will be the same. Firebirds will take game number 2.
You know, it might end a different way. I think MU might be able to come back. You know, they're down 2, but reverse sweeps happen. And as we're seeing, as the ball is not touching the ground, the match is... Okay, the ball has touched the ground, so now the round is ended.
Of course, and the Firebirds now doing their darndest to get the second sweep we've got on stream now is what's coming up next. I think one thing to worth a note for the Firebirds is they had plenty more shots on net than the Cougars. You know, I mean, it's just when you're generating that level of offense, that level of just consistency in the air, it's very tough to go against. So we'll see if the Cougars have any sort of answer as we head into game number 3.
Oh yes, 15 shots on goal for the Firebirds that match.
Yeah,
opposed
incredible.
to the Cougars 6. That definitely shows how aggressive the Firebirds are and how good they are at making sure the ball is on the other side of the arena.
Absolutely, that's the thing. Firebirds Red, they do not like playing defense. They're not bad at it by any means, but if they can, they want to just constantly be stealing boost upfield, getting passing plays on the infield, just playing keep away with that ball on the orange half. So we'll see if they can pull that off again as Vale takes us to the corner. Neighbor will pop it high. We had a little bit of a double commit by the Firebirds, but it's a nice clear, so Hoax should be able to be there, and is. He'll go off the corner. Dotson can't quite get the touch as Chief dunks over him. Vale will touch it to the corner. Gets a 50. Hoax will be there. 1 to beat. Excuse me, 1 to beat. He'll try to go for a little bump there. Now we've got all Firebirds kind of stuck on this half, and Dotson not quite able to put the shot there, but it's a great shot attempt there. Shot attempt there, just a better save by the Cougars. Vale will take it high, go off the corner. Pass to Hoax. Not quite able to get there. Dotson clearing up. Misplay. Neighbor takes it slow and gets a nice double touch in. That's great capitalizing, and like I've been saying this entire match, the transition offense there by the Cougars is what is going to bring them back in this game. Dotson, accidental miss, they happen. And we'll see if the Firebirds can recover in the next 4 minutes.
Oh yes. Neighbor having that Nike logo in their little banner, I think they just did it, and as Nike says, just do it, and they did it.
I got nothing. that was a fair one. I like it.
Yeah.
Dotson will meet up in the corner, touches it down. Neighbor puts it off the backboard. AP pops it high. Neighbor gets a boost steal right there. That could be critical for them, but the Firebirds don't care, and they will march downfield, put it off the corner for Dotson. He'll fake the touch, get bumped as Neighbor tries to go on back downfield, flicks it past one, but right to Vale. He'll put it off the wall. Hoke still trying to read, can't quite beat AP though. Vale pops it high. Weird 50 by 3 players into the corner. Neighbor will be the first to the ball. He'll go for the double touch. Can't quite read. That's popped high, and Dotson will put it off to the wall. AP puts it back toward mid. Hoax tries. Just off the double crossbar post, and off the post again. And the Dotson clear will give the Firebirds some relief there. You hate to see it if you're a Cougar. You really want that second insurance goal kind of going in there, just to make sure that you can give up one, because these Firebirds have yet to be held to 0 in the preseason so far. Hoax tries to get a 50. Neighbor's got a great touch there. Dale will take it up and around, trying to pass off to Hoax there, who will take it. Can't quite get around though. And now the Firebirds got to play some good defense. Dotson will then take it. He's got no boost, so we're going for a 50 here. Hoax will try to pass it over to Vale. They try to go for the pinch, but they don't quite connect. AP, plenty of space to work with. Vale kind of coming behind. He goes for the little musty. Doesn't really get the touch there on the musty. 50 goes toward midfield. That's a shot toward top left, and a great save by Vale. Vale then takes it downfield, trying to generate a little bit of transition offense of his own. Hoax following just a little too closely behind. It gets flicked over Dotson. And now Chief gets a demo on Hoax. Pass, shot, and that's a great communication and spatial awareness by the Cougars to go up 2-0.
I got nothing. I think I think they're definitely I don't know what the Firebirds are really doing wrong. I think part of it too is they're maybe playing a little bit more aggressive, not having anybody on the goal for some of those key moments, and the Cougars are definitely seeing that and taking advantage of it.
I think one thing for the Firebirds that led to that goal at least was they had a little bit of spacing errors. You know, they would rotate back toward the ball. So when you're rotating in Rocket League, 90% of the time you want to put it toward the net like that. And oh my goodness, the Firebirds just can't quite put it through.
I think they hit every bit of the net outside of the internal part.
Agreed. But in Rocket League, you want to rotate kind of away from the ball so you don't bump into your teammates and you're always covering as much of the field as possible. Hoax tries to go for the double tap. Can't quite get it. Now Dotson will put it top shelf. Hit the bar this time. The lead in half.
There you go. There's the Firebirds we know. And we have 64 seconds left of this round. So I'm hoping the Firebirds are able to tie it up. If not, score another one and win the round.
Now we see the 50 back toward Vale. Immediately met by Chief. Hoax has got to get back quick. He's been given the space. He'll try to work with it. Gets a bump on one. Can't quite follow for a second touch. Neighbor can't get the touch either. That's a misplay though by Vale as it goes to the back wall. Dotson got a tough, awkward position to be in. Now Hoax trying to just clear the ball to the side. 40 seconds left on the clock as Vale clears it down. Hoax is up and so is Dotson. Hoax going for the double touch. Can't quite get it as Neighbor gets a nice little touch there. Vale gets a 50 off the corner. AP now taking it himself. Gets around one. Goes for middle. Leaves the pass for Neighbor, who dunks right through, but Dotson gets the goal line save. Great play by Dotson. Vale 50s into the corner. We're approaching the final 10. Firebirds do have the chance to tie it up. Bounces over the net. Vale goes to the corner. That's toward net, and that will be in. And the Firebirds are looking like they will be down after game number 3. 2? Yes, 3.
This is the third game.
I had to go invested. I mixed up my numbers.
But they still can come back.
They can. It would not. It would be
probably going to be
a miracle. Unless they score right here. Now, the Firebirds will be heading into game number 4. They lose this one 2-1, 3-1 actually with that last goal there. You know, we saw a lot more pressure being put on by the Cougars. They didn't really didn't really pick up the shot number as much, but their shots were a lot more quality. We saw a lot more quality passes going. Especially one thing I thought was really a good play. They had the Firebirds looking a little lost when they had two people going for the same ball. Communicated it out and made sure they had an infield pass going and slotted it by Vale into the bottom left corner of the net.
Yes, they definitely hit the ball into the goal a few times.
Yes, they did. Thank you for listening to all my jargon here, Bearded Man. We see a 50. Vale goes up. He'll 50 again. Now Neighbor is up. Vale's going for the boost steal, trying to keep those resources in the Firebirds' favor.
I think that's something we struggled with the last round is the boost management. You know, a lot of times we had no boost to make those saves, to, you know, score those goals. So hopefully the Firebirds kind of recognize that and are able to manage it a little bit better.
Absolutely. Dotson should have space to go for a little bit of a power shot off the corner. It's met by AP. Vale will cut that off. Hoax tries to beat and gets a nice 50. Vale has a nice shot opportunity, maybe a double tap, but Dotson will be there instead.
There you go. That's what you need. You need to be able to set each other up for those goals and have people positioned properly so that when you do hit the ball into the right place, you know, Dotson or anybody is able to come in, swoop in, hit the ball into the goal, and have a great time.
Absolutely. Firebirds did a great job of just keeping the pressure up. Vale, nice job of selfish play there, making sure that he didn't try to go for a double tap and get a missed touch instead. Hoaxed tries to beat in the corner, not quite able to. Dotson will put it right back in the corner, the safest spot for the ball. Vale puts it up to Dotson. Dotson tries to go off the corner, tries to get a pop, gets one, bumps one, gets a reset, or had a flip still, not sure. Couldn't quite get it mid though for Hoaxed. Hoaxed now puts it to the corner. Dotson will beat everyone. Goes back up, tries to follow. Pops it high, gets around one. Vale 50s it high, that's gonna waterfall straight down. Hoax can't quite get the touch because there was a great read in net by AP. Puts it mid, AP's right there to pass it down to Neighbor. Neighbor puts it off the crossbar, and there's the shot attempt by AP, but can't quite read it. Chief goes off the corner. That's mid. Dotson puts it across. Vale tries to have the wall, doesn't even get the boost out of the matter. Hoax will take it downfield, flips it, puts it in the corner. Dotson trying to force the issue middle, not quite able to as AP gets a touch. Neighbor beats Vale there. Chief now going for a shot. That'll go straight down. AP 50s it on through and ties the game up. AP really stepping up for the Cougars here.
I wonder what AP stands for.
Advanced placement.
Advanced
Placement. College credit, you know.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to those classes.
Yeah, I took a couple, you know, not to brag or anything. Hoax goes off the ceiling to try and pass down, but instead it goes to AP, who can't quite put it on net. Firebirds got 3 minutes to untie this game. Vale can't quite get it, and that's a great shot by AP, who is stepping up massively for the Cougars.
You know, I think that play right there, and I'm meaning this in 100% seriousness, I think that shows advanced placement is definitely what AP stands for. That placement was that was actually a really good placement.
That was
good.
That was brilliant. Chief trying to put it mid. Dotson trying to take it away. Firebirds trying to make sure that they don't have to force a game 5 here. Dotson tries to put it mid, but AP reading it extremely well again. Hoax taking it to the corner. Vale getting chased in net. Hoax faking the touch to make sure that there's nothing else but their AP, of course, right there. Vale gets a 50. Dotson puts it high. Vale can't quite get there without zero boost. And AP, of course, with the hat trick, I believe, putting it up 3-1 for the Cougars.
And in that case, I think AP just stood for another point. I think we've seen, what, 3 goals in a row from AP, so I'm expecting AP to have a great match this one, but hopefully the Firebirds are able to, you know, kind of counter him a little bit more.
Oh, and we got Vale now accidentally not quite able to get the touch there as the Firebirds go down 4-1 now off the kickoff. You know, plenty of time in a Rocket League game. 3 goals, definitely still doable. The Firebirds are just going to have to reset the mental right now and get to work.
I concur. I agree.
We got Dotson on the kickoff. Gets a nice 50. Leaves it for Vale. Poked up now. That's a great pop. Can't quite get the bump. Vale will turn in on this. Dotson will go first. Tries to put it mid, but AP, of course, right there. Vale gets around 1. Dotson tries to be there. Not quite able to get the 50 in that. Now AP beats over Hoax. Vale tries to be there. Doesn't get the boost. So AP's got that now. That's off the backboard. Shot coming in by Neighbor. Dotson puts it up. Hoax should follow. Tries to just put it over away from everyone. But Chief will be right there with a great touchdown field. Now Vale accidentally putting it off his own backboard. No capitalization yet. Neighbor puts it off the backboard again, and Chief's up, misses the ball. Hoax will pop around Neighbor. And AP gets by 1 to keep this pressure on the blue half. Flicks over. There's the shot, and it's off. Dotson just trying to get the ball out as the Firebirds struggling to breathe a little bit on defense here. Hoax gets the transition now. Chiefs there on the backboard. No double tap there. Vale puts it around, and that's an open net. Vale gets it in there, able to score. Freshman stepping up again, trying to get this rally going for the Firebirds in the final minute.
I don't have any snarky comments for that. I think that Vale has been doing such a great job of this match, and hopefully the rest of the team can also continue their success.
Vale gets it to the corner. Chiefs waiting there with a patient touch. Dotson will put it downfield for Hoax. Hoax to 50 AP. Now Dotson is there again. Tries to get it over 1. Not quite able to. Vale will be next. He's beat by Chief though. Vale will put it to his own corner. Doesn't get the boost there. Hoax passes it midfield, and Neighbor is there. Vale trying to read. Gets it mid. Hoax with the shot. Doesn't quite get the touch though. Firebirds got 30 seconds to generate 2 goals out of what seems like nothing right now. Vale gets 50. Hoax touches it toward the blue half. Dotson can't quite follow. Hoax saves it. Just seeing unrelenting pressure here by the Cougars, and we need this goal before that clock reaches 0. Does look like the Firebirds are going to be heading to the first Game 5 of their season as MVNU takes game number 4.
That was a very interesting match to watch. The Cougars coming back. I think the biggest thing right now is just the pressure the Cougars are placing on the Firebirds is definitely, I think, catching them off guard. The Firebirds have not gotten really any demos this match.
You know, I would agree. And, you know, one thing worth noting is Hoax and Dotson both played together last year. They did play with a third, and I Won't Accept That, who is now on our Carthage white team. But the thing is, he would frequently go for those bump plays to clear the field. Vale is not that type of player, so right now Carthage Red is still developing that new play style. But the one thing I do not want to sell short is how well AP has been playing though. With that save to start it off, we're going to try and put it mid again. Neighbor there now. Vale can't quite get the beat. Now Chief's got a 1v1 scenario here. Tries to fake out Hoax, but Hoax doesn't do it. He plays a bit of ones himself. Dotson gets the bump. Vale takes it to the corner and tries to follow. He's going to have the backboard. He's going to go for the double touch. Can't quite get it. Hoax tries to put it on, but Neighbor with a great save. Now Dotson's turn. He slots it, bar down. You know, he was just practicing with all those bar shots earlier, and now he just can't seem to miss a bar down shot. Firebirds looking to make a statement with their first goal in game number 5.
42 seconds in, very solid goal.
Absolutely, as the Firebirds heading to kickoff number 2. Goes in favor for Vale to have some space to work with. He goes high, gets it around 1, should get a double touch. Not quite, it pinches. Now Hoax, great control and maybe a recovery into a 50, not quite. Dotson will take it into the corner, probably up and around. Hoax instead will take it. Vale pops it up for himself, passing it to Hoax, who puts it high. AP, of course, right there for the clear to Vale. Vale puts it mid, but Chief will be the one to be there. Hoax pops it high. He's going to go off the ceiling. He's going to go to the corner. Off the corner. Little touch to the backboard. AP will be there. Gets a controlled touch. He'll go for a 50. Vale will beat him there first. Chief goes for a shot there. Hoax cuts it off. This is the Firebirds we like to see. Generating pressure. Making sure they can't get those midfield line. Chief clears it downfield as Hoax was not quite able to get that midfield boost before it spawned. He'll go for a 50, gets around 1. Now we're seeing a little bit of Rule 1 action here in game number 5. As Chief and Hoax gonna commit to it. Dotson gets a flick. Now Vale's got a shot. It'll go high. Dotson goes high again, clearing everyone out of lane. As I believe Hoax and I believe it was Chief are still sitting in that rule number 1. Dotson puts another shot on net. Vale should be able to almost lock it with that placement. Puts it off, but Dotson is there. Firebirds win the little 2v2 match we had going for the 2nd minute of this game.
Now, explain to me, why is it called rule number 1?
It's just rule 1, but I can explain to you what it is. And it's when the 2 cars lock noses, kind of going in for a little love tap. You just don't move. You stay. You know, it's a controversial topic on whether you keep it. We got people on our own team that are for and against it. Hoax clearly being for it as he kept it. Maybe, you know, sometimes you see teams use it as just a, if you think you're in a rule 1 with the other team's most mechanical or best player, you know, sometimes you'll just keep it if you think you have a better chance in that 2v2. Hoax, I think, just thought it was a better chance in that 2v2. Demo downfield by Vale, which is going to leave some space for Dotson. Just put that toward net. Hoax coming down like an angel from the heavens, not quite able to get the demo there. And the counterattack by the Cougars goes long.
I'm noticing a lot better plays from the Firebirds in these few minutes that we've seen in the previous matches, because they're a lot less aggressive. They're being smarter about it. They're, you know, setting each other up a little bit more, but instead of trying to get the goal themselves.
Absolutely. Now this is a great dribble by Neighbor, actually. Carrying it all the way downfield, getting a 50 toward mid. AP can't quite beat Hoax, though. He's just moving just a little bit quicker this time, as that is going to roll up the wall for Dotson. Neighbor will meet him. They get a 50. It goes to the complete opposite side of the field. Vale tries to beat, can't quite do so. Neighbor now going for a touch. He beats Hoax. Firebirds fighting that midfield battle with the final minute 30 approaching. These last 90 seconds going to be crucial, as AP should have a shot toward net. Who else for the Cougars? Who else? AP, amazing player, 1105. The shot on net past Hoax, past Vale, and cuts the lead in half with 90 seconds to go.
You know, maybe AP stands for animal person, someone who, like, you know, is pretty big fan of animals.
Well, whatever it is, they're stepping up big time for their team right now, unless Dotson was able to slot it right by, but of course not. AP is up now. Hoax slots that down, bar off, and now the Firebirds are rushing back to the net. They might have had a bit of an overcommit here. Neighbors going for the pass. They don't quite connect, and Hoax is there now. Vale in a bit of an awkward position, and that goes in, as the Firebirds are now tie ball game in game number 5.
This is it. This is it. Whoever scores the next goal, there's 68 seconds left. This is going to be a very, very big 68 seconds, in my opinion.
Absolutely, as we head into kickoff number 5 for the game. Firebirds have Dotson on the kickoff. He wins the kickoff outright. Hoax gets a 50. That should leave the ball for Vale, who gets a demo on AP, so Dotson has some space to work with. He gets a 50 instead. Hoax tried to move upfield a little quick. That's going to leave him in a bit of a tough spot here, but he maneuvers it beautifully with some wave dash and car control. Neighbor trying to put it downfield. He gets a 50. Hoax takes it to the corner. Off the corner, we're seeing Hoax up again, passes it downfield. Any Firebird trying to get there. Neighbor will be the one to have it. Dotson goes first. Hoax trying to go for the shot. It's way high and off. Vale puts it back into the corner, just trying to generate that Firebird's pressure. Going toward the midfield, Hoax tries to just put it toward net. Not a lot of power there. AP will call his own number, call off Chief. Vale will put it toward mid for Hoax, who tries to put it back to Vale, but Neighbor reads it well. Dotson with a great flick there. Hoax over to Vale. We're approaching the final 10 seconds. Vale goes up. It's off the ceiling. He's going to pass mid. Neighbor's there. This is going to leave the Firebirds with the final shot. It's shot downfield instead. Vale pops it up. Gets around 1. Chief there. Hoax keeps it up. Now Neighbor gonna just kill it instead as we head into overtime game 5. Firebirds versus the Cougars. Hoax wins that battle, doesn't get the boost though. Fakes the air dribble all the way, gets the corner boost. Dotson gets a great touch. AP puts it downfield for Neighbor. Vale will cut that off. Hoax there. Firebirds on the offense. Neighbor gets nice little bump on Dotson to stop him from following. Vale 50s it toward the middle of the field. Accidental touch by Vale as Dotson will try to put that there. This is a great counterattack opportunity for the Cougars. Vale with a nice vision there on Dotson, making sure he can get it there. Hoaxed. Gonna slow the ball down, go to the corner, working on the low boost, gets around AP. Vale tries to go for it. Hoax gets a flick. Now Dotson's turn. Hoax pops it up for Vale, who's gonna pass it toward mid. We almost saw a magical passing play going on there by the Firebirds. Hoax pops it high. Firebirds trying to just stay out of the blue half as much as possible. Putting it toward the back wall. AP for the Firebirds to win game number 5. You never like to see it that way, especially after such a great series by AP, who puts it in for the Firebirds to win game 5 against the Cougars.
That was one of the most intense Rocket League matches I've ever watched.
I would have to agree. It was truly a great play overall by both teams.
Oh, yes.
Game 5, you love to see it. We had the first 2 go to the Firebirds, the second 2 go to the Cougars, and the Firebirds just barely able to sneak it out in game number 5 overtime.
This just shows how evenly matched these two teams are. You know, everybody was playing relatively the same way. You know, there are moments where you're playing, both teams are playing a little bit more aggressive when they should have been more defensive, and vice versa. But you know, the Firebirds were ultimately able to make some of those key plays. And when it comes down to those last seconds, those overtime seconds, it's every split second matters. And the boost management, I think, from the Firebirds that caused some issues for them.
Absolutely. So the Firebirds are able to pull it out. We'll be back at 7 o'clock for Firebirds Black, the returning undefeated regular season NECC champions, conference champions, top 4 nationals. We'll see them going up next at 7 o'clock. We'll see you then.